Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome. This is Liz, and today it's Thursday, the 30th of April. So it's the end of the month, and how exciting! We're coming into May, and it's very exciting for me because that means, the weather is getting better and better, and we're coming slowly into summer. So that's always very exciting for me, but always spring is a period that I always have lots of creative flow, and then of course I'm burned out and then I have more energy, so I'm trying to be very mindful of that. And but it's also a bit sad this year because normally the 1st of May we go outside and we pick up flowers and we make wreaths to hang outside of our doors, and the celebration of one day of not working. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Yes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But in ancient Greece, it would mark the ascending of Persephone from the underworld, and she'll be visiting her mother, the goddess Demeter, and she will bring spring and flowers, and everything will come to bloom. So, yeah, I really like this story. Because it's a bit, like the circles of life. We have to go a bit in our underworld, shadowy winter, and work also ourselves to come out and bloom and be wonderful and gorgeous in all our glory in the summer months. Yeah, that doesn't mean we have to be depressed in winter, right? I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not saying that. Good. Yeah. Because I'm sure somebody will think, so Liz is saying that I should be depressed and be dark and gloomy on winters. No, I'm not saying that at all. And I just mean that it's perfectly normal that we have those little cycles of highs and lows and everything. Yeah. Well, I do, at least. Even if the past year has been lots of lows and lots of challenges, but it's also has bring lots of growth and lots of amazing things happening. And it's still a process, and I think it will never end of being a process. And yeah, if you have any questions about that, or maybe ideas to how self-reflect or exercises for self-care and all that, I could share some. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn this down. I can share. I was thinking actually and debating either to do some videos like that and to tell you, where am I with that, what I'm doing, or what I'm trying to do. So, okay. Yeah, just let me know and I'll be very happy to share. At some point, I will definitely share about my yoga practice, what I like to read, and things like that. Because as I've said, Patreon is not gonna be only about the knitting stuff that I do. Okay, it's gonna be mainly about Trellis, the brand, but it's also about Trellis, the person. Yay! And sometimes, I'll post a video and I'll be like, really, Liz, who cares? And it's just important for you to share it and whatever. But and sometimes I feel silly, and then you respond to me or you send me a private message, and it always surprised me that it was good that I sent that. It was good that I did that, in the end. So a lot of times I will be debate an idea and then I won't do it. Or I will do it and will be like, whatever, this is me. And that's also kind of a bit of an exercise, me embracing me and me talking about whatever and sharing it with you. So yes, if you would like me to talk about something in specifically, or just for self-care and self-love, just let me know. I'm into a class right now where I'm working every month with to a specific chakra. So chakra are energetic centers in our body, and this month it's the second chakra, which is the chakra of creativity, and it's really cool because it helped me reflect on my creative style, and basically, everything is creative. You making dinner is creative. You even talking to someone is a creative skill, because you can talk and not get through your message, or you can be eloquent and all that. So it's really cool. I really like it, and it's also about embracing yourself. So yeah. So actually, one idea that I had this morning was I put love songs, like a playlist with love songs, and I actually sang them to me. And I can say that it might sound sad, but it's really, really cool, because come on, if we don't love ourselves, who's gonna, right? Yes. Okay, so that was just a small talk about things that I like, okay, or what I'm doing. But this video is going to be about finished objects and whips, okay? So my finished project that you had already seen, one of them was this socks. So my first pair that I said that I wanted to finish, regular vanilla sock, I do them toe up, and here is the second. I think I have my second sock block at the studio, so that's why I only have one of them in here. So I'm very happy how they turned out. I did the part of the leg extra long, because I just love a long warm sock. I should have done a few increases over here because of the calf, but I really like them. I do really like them. They're gonna be super warm, super amazing. I've tried them once and I really like them, but it's getting too hot for them, unfortunately. But maybe we'll have a couple of windy days. Yeah, because here, even if the temperature might be high, like 26 degrees, but 26 degrees isn't that high for us in this period that's getting warmer. But there's no sun and it's windy, and there's particular northern wind, and we can have lots of it. Then yeah, I might wear a bit of shorter pants and my my socks high. Oh, I'm so happy. Yes. So first finished object, this ones. So they went really fast because I just knew I wanted them, and I'm so happy. Dun, 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 dun. Second finished object, well, normally I should have done an I-cord all around the bottom and the collar, but I'm not gonna knit the collar because he's actually picking up stitches all around the collar, and then he knits some 16 rows or 20 rows, and then he folds it and attach it to have it a thicker, yes. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do an I-cord. But my hands are really, really tired. My wrists are killing me. And I've been practicing a bit more handstands with my yoga practice and building up my upper body strength. And I can feel that I'm much more stronger over my shoulders, which is amazing. And because when I'm dying, I'm lifting pots and it's very tiring for me. And then I can have burnouts where I can't feel like my body, it's like so much in pain. So I'm very happy, that I feel much stronger. and I feel, you know, more empowered to do more. But I have sensitive wrists, and because I used to play tennis, I have tennis elbow, of course, of course, of course, of course. So I was really down the last week, as you know, with that. But I did the sleeves. I persevere with the sleeves. I really like the feel that they have, that they're snug. It's so funny because I love the finishing of this one. I think I picked it up all around where I should. But this one, I should have picked up over here, but I picked up inside of that. But actually, it doesn't really bother me. It just makes another finish. And I think, you know, everything about this sweater is change, and you know, it's not a symmetric sweater, either the pieces of it or the stitches of it. So I really couldn't care less. I have some, yeah, yarn hanging. I think some of them I will just cut them a bit shorter, and others I will just leave like that. Yeah, actually that's why we are here in the kitchen today, because I wanted you to show it. And then on the back, there was a final section over here that is actually as the front panel, and then goes a bit further to make everything look round in the back. But I just did an I-cord bind off that you can see, that is visible, because I liked to put a bit of a contrast over there and actually to see the seam. And because I liked this and I didn't want it to be very bubbly, I just let it alone. I didn't catch them together. Or maybe I can wear it also inside out, you know, and even like a poncho like that, it's really cool. I have no idea when am I going to wear that. Definitely in winter, I think, over my sweaters, you know, or maybe if I go like camping or something, you know, that I don't really go usually camping, but you never know. And definitely in festivals and stuff like that, even without other sweaters, inside, if it's like indoors, because it's really warm. I wanted to weight it and I haven't weighted it, but I'll do. So yeah, my plan is just to pick up those and do just an I-cord, you know, bind off like on the sleeves, and I think it's just ready. So that's why I'm showing it now, because I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I might never do it, you know, because it doesn't bother me and finishings, you know, like that. It's like I'm okay with those, and I'm even okay with the color being like that, not changing anything. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll do an I-cord bind off over the neckline, maybe I won't. But I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna take it off now because I'm getting warm. And yeah, it's a really cool one. And I'm so happy. There are some sections like these ones, of course, the orange sections, I just adore them. Like I could look at them the whole day. Look at that. And then definitely the moss stitch, it's so cute. And then I really love this turquoise and over here sections. I don't know, I just love it, and it made me be creative in different ways as well. So I just really, really love it. I I love it. I'm not regretting it, but it's definitely a very big project. I actually saw yesterday that I actually casted on this sweater on December 2017. So let's say beginning of 2018, and now we're 2020. So, but I had knitted back then the 6 first sections immediately, and then it just was in a bag because I couldn't move it around, and because I wanted, you know, to have all my scrap yarn with me, and that's make it took it so long. Otherwise, I think I would have finished earlier. Yeah, so I really really like it. The other very big project that Stephen has, okay, most of his things are big, but I mean like a sweater or a cardigan is definitely the Penguono. And I have said sometimes on my Instagram that I would like to do a Penguono made out of my handspun yarn to give it even more texture, but I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. It's not something that I will start right away, but it's definitely on my mind. So yay! Okay, so on my whips, last week I told you that if I finished the Marred Magic, I would cast on one of the 2 other sweaters that I was in love with. But I was, okay, maybe Liz, because you're just in pain and you can't, you know, do much right now, maybe just focus on one of the whips that you already have and just work it slowly. And so I took up my Separate Ways sweater, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea, and I will let you know in a second. So it lives in my Bellota bag. Bellota is a Spanish magazine that my friend Soraya edits, and it's just amazing and really cute. So we have 4 colors. Oh, I'm sorry. Separate Ways. Yes, Separate Ways is a pattern by Joji Locatelli, and it was one of the interpretation books. I don't remember which one. And it was so cute. I really loved it, and it needs 4 colors. For my size, I don't remember which size it is. I think it's the second size. I think it's the second, but I'm not sure. So it needs 4 colors. So this is Mother of Dragons. This is, wait. This is Do You Trust Me? I don't know. Everything is a bit tangled. This is Albus Dumbledore. Okay. And then the 4th color is Hagrid. So it's actually stripes of those 3 colors, and in between a thinner stripe of that color. And the result is really cute and amazing, and I really really love it. But I have a very hard time with Purling Rose. And in the beginning, you know, I was like, you know, because I'm used to top-down sweaters, you know, you'll have to do here back and forth, back and forth. So I was like persevering to join in the round. But in this sweater, you do not join in the round. Yeah. So that's it. Okay, here we go. So you have this side that it's normal and it's done, and you have your armhole. But then you have to go, you know, the length that you want. And then you come up here and you pick up stitches and you go on the other way. So yes, it makes the stripes construction result amazing. But I'm telling you, those Purling Rose, I don't like them, and they hurt my wrists so much. So I'm working on that, but really really slowly and very mindfully, because my wrists are really acting up after a couple of burl rows. So I'm trying, to at least do one or two color repeats. Like I think last night, no, 2 nights ago, yesterday I didn't really knit. I did from the orange up until here, and then I was just done. And it was a bit even pushing myself. So it says in the pattern that after the armhole you should knit in this sequence the colors up until I think 34 centimeters. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go that long. Maybe it will go a bit higher and make it a bit more cropped, just because my hands are really dying here. So yeah, I'm saying that but maybe I will persevere. Maybe I will just knit and not think about measuring, because that happens sometimes. That you're measuring all the time and you're like, what? I did only a centimeter, and then suddenly you're like, okay, let's not measure, and I'll measure later on, and we'll see. And then boom, you've done like even more than you had to. Okay, my yarn balls are going all over the place. They're rolling down. Okay, so that is the Separate Ways by Joji. So I was thinking either to work on that sweater or my Tuku sweater by Sosu, Suzanne Sommer, but I decided on that because I really want it to be done, and I think it's a bit more challenging. And it will take a bit more time because of the burl rows. So that's why I work slowly on it. I'm trying to do a bit every day, but I do take some rests because next week, when I'm waiting for some yarns to arrive, and I will be dyeing, and dyeing is very tiring too. So I'm trying to be very mindful. And I hope, I will have things to show you, but I can't guarantee that something would be finished. So, and then the other project that I'm knitting on, and these ones I really want to have finished, is my socks, my self-striping socks. So do you remember I had them, both of them in a cable, but for some reason, I was a bit fed up to have them, and the yarn would be very tangled. And usually, I really don't mind. I just pull through, and it's okay. But this time, I just decided to separate them, and so So this one is just after the afterthought heel mark over here, which is the little white scrap of yarn, and then I put it just down. Oh, and this little bag, a friend of mine made it, and it's really cool because it has two sides and a little pocket in the middle. So I just put it down there, one of the needles with the sock, and then it's the center pulled, the one that I have inside the bag. So I just put the skein on top of it, so when I have to pick up this yarn, it doesn't affect, the other side, so I don't have tangles. And in this sock, I have done that much, and I think from now on, I will be working a bit more on the socks, because I did work a bit more on the sweater, and we have our knit along, so I need to finish the socks. So yeah, I'm definitely more inclined to finish the socks at this moment, because I think, it's something doable, and I prefer to have a smaller and more attainable goal of my knitting than put pressure. And I know me, I will force myself to finish it, even if I just can't move my arms. And that's really not the point, right? Okay. So, and I actually worked in something else that when I was searching some of the yarns I found this really thick yarn that I had in different colors, and I was like, why did I buy that for? And I didn't remember. So actually I decided to do a blanket, and I had a big basket next to the TV, sofa, to actually take them up and knit a few rows from now and then. And actually yesterday I did only, I think, 4 back and forth rows or something like that. I attached the second color, and the difference is that yes, thicker needles are more tiring, but I usually knit continental and I work with both my arms. But because this is thicker wool, I can't really knit it continental style, so I'll knit like a thrower, English style, so do like that. And I really hold the needles very lightly. I don't really care about the tension, I don't care how the stitches will go, because in the beginning I found myself, holding very tight, and even just for holding the needles I was like, oh my god, this is killing me. So now I'm just holding this needle up there, and I just push and pull it, like very lightly. Like it's like I'm afraid, that the needles are going to break, and even that motion gets me a bit tired. Yeah, now I have my wrists that are a bit tired. I need to put some cream on, and I will be okay, definitely. It's just that I know that I do a lot of things because I expect of myself lots of things, but I want to, feel stronger and healthier. So I know that there will be a phase of adjustment of my body, and of getting stronger and achieve that. So I'm patient, with myself, and it's okay. Yeah, right. And also during the quarantine I wanted to read more, and in general I want to read more, and that's why I've created a book along, and you can check that out on my Ravelry group. And I actually haven't read that much because I was so much knitting and all other creative stuff. And so now that I can't knit so much, I'm trying to get focused more on my reading, and that's just great, Well, I'm saying that, but sometimes I'm just falling into the rabbit hole of, watching a series or a movie, and that's okay too, right? Yeah, who's here to judge me? No one. No one. This is no one with nobody, No one. Yeah. So that's what I had to for you to show and tell. I am really excited. I haven't taken pictures yet of my Mart Magic sweater. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna do that, but hopefully soon. Thank you for coming and watching and for supporting me on my Patreon. And yeah, take care.